In conversation, answering questions simply and quickly is important. This lesson will help your conversation skills, and it will also help you to understand some patterns for improving your skills in making negative sentences and in asking questions. Shall we try it? That's me, Nick Sensei, and this is English Discovery. In these lessons, we always begin with a check of the important and difficult words you will hear and see in the lesson. Please check the words on the next slide in your dictionary if you need to. If you see a word that you don't know, be ready to pause the video and check for it. Okay, check these words if you need to. When you are ready, continue to the beginning of the lesson. Oh, wait, there's one more slide of vocabulary. Please check these two. Okay? You can see the example words in the yellow balloons, and they will help you to understand the meanings that we're looking at. Okay, here we go. To begin, just read these questions and be sure that you understand the meanings. Now, look at the answers and look for a pattern in the answers. In this video, we use all yes answers just to keep it simple and clear. Here's the first one. Is he a doctor? Yes, he is. And the second one's ready too. Are they ready? Yes, they are. Is she your sister? Yes, she is. Was he at school today? Yes, he was. Were they busy yesterday? Yes, they were. Can you see the pattern okay? Well, I think the pattern is pretty easy to see. There it is. In fact, the short answer is like the full answer, but it's not a real sentence. Here you can see the subject and verb patterns. How about these? In fact, these questions are the same questions as in the first slide, but we didn't use pronouns. We used names or nouns. But look at the answers. Is John a doctor? Yes, he is. Are your friends ready? Yes, they are. Is that girl your sister? Yes, she is. Was Mr. Hall at school yesterday? Yes, he was. Were Jim and Joe busy today? Yes, they were. So the answers are exactly the same as the first slide, and it's totally natural to use the pronouns in the answers. Look at this question, and this is the full answer. Here is the subject of the sentence, and here is one shorter pattern, and you can see that they equals my friends, and they is the pronoun. Here's another example, this time about one person, Mr. Hall. Again, the subject of the sentence, and it changes to he. And this is the pronoun for Mr. Hall. And here are the short answers we saw in the first slides. Okay, we have one special case to check about you and I. Are you ready to go? Yes, I am. Of course, the answer must be different. You changes to I, and then the be verb changes from are to am. So far, we have studied examples using the verb to be. Let's move along and look at some questions using helping verbs. Here are the example questions. Can you understand the meanings okay? Please check. The helping verbs change the meaning of the main verbs. Let's check the answers. Can you go to the party? Yes, I can. It could also be yes, we can, but most likely yes, I can. Will Paula go to Rome next week? Yes, she will. Could you finish your homework? Yes, I could. Must we wash our hands? Yes, you must. You can see that this has the same pattern, 100% every case. These examples also have helping verbs, but these helping verbs are mainly focused on the meaning of time. The helping verbs are different, but the pattern is still the same. I'll read the questions and you can say the answers. It's not important if it's true or not. We are studying correct English technique only. Is your father working today? Are your friends going home? Have you ever seen Tokyo's sky tree? Has the dog eaten its food? Okay, if you're following the same pattern, then it's pretty easy. It's the same helping verb every time. These are questions using general verbs. They are in the simple present tense except for number 4, which is in the past tense. These are a little different because this helping verb do does not appear in the normal sentence. For example, I like bananas has no helping verb. There's no do there. Let's check them. Do you like bananas? Yes, I do. Do your parents live in Germany? Yes, they do. Okay, you can answer the rest because you only have to follow the same pattern. Here we go. Do you have a cat? Did they go to school yesterday? Does your sister have a boyfriend? Does he want to marry her? Is that okay? Be careful for the have in number 3 and number 5. Don't answer, yes, I have. It's not so natural in modern English. Also, be careful for number 5. Does your sister? Well, be careful because your sister is still she. Okay, you're ready for practicing all these styles together. I will read each one and you give the answer. Then I'll say the answer afterwards. Are your friends nice? Yes, they are. Is Tokyo in Japan? Yes, it is. Are you a human? Yes, I am. Do you like bananas? Yes, I do. Do you have a hat? Yes, I do. Do kangaroos live in Australia? Yes, they do. Have you been to Korea? Yes, I have. Did they come to school today? Yes, they did. Will you eat lunch in the dining room? Yes, I will. Can Superman fly? Yes, he can. Does he wear a blue and red uniform? Yes, he does. Do you have a cell phone? Yes, I do. Okay, I hope you got those all right. Are you getting sleepy? Yes, I am. Maybe you need a coffee. If you need to take a break, this is a good chance. There's just one more section coming up. Okay, if you're ready, then please look at these. All the answers are wrong. You must correct the answers. So, please pause the video until you have checked them all, and then move on to the next slide to see the correct answers. Be sure that all the questions are yes answers. Okay, we're moving to the answer slide. You're ready, right? Here are your answers. check each one. Are they all okay? If you're not sure, stop and check them all. You can see the pattern never changes. Okay, it's time to check the negative answers. You'll be happy to hear that the technique is the same in every case. Let's have a look. Is that girl your sister? No, she is not. Or in natural conversation, no, she isn't. Let's do the next one. Do you have a cat? No, I don't. Can you cook? No, I can't. Have they eaten lunch? No, they haven't. Is that all okay? It's the same pattern. Well, that's it. Well done. You've completed the first lesson in the Power series to make your communication powerful. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe too. See you in the next video, okay?